Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reading with Bobby. I just realized I didn't plug my mic in. Hold on. Okay, let's test that out. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I forgot to plug the damn mic in. Thank you, Joanne Miranda. So, yes, you guys can hear me, right? Can you hear me? Okay. Dumbass. Selena. Sup. Yeah, we can hear you. That is my girl. All right, let's take a look at everybody who's here. You like my hat? I've decided that this year hats are going to be my thing. And I felt kind of cool, so I broke out these glasses that I got at the marketplace. I'm feeling it tonight, you guys. Red is the color of the water of life, which is blood. Tonight we are doing ancestor readings. So if you would like a reading for tonight, please put hashtag ancestor. You know what? We didn't even set that up. So while I explain what's going on tonight, I will hook our giveaway tool up. I love doing ancestor readings. StreamYard. Where is the giveaway tool? There you are. And I received a couple cool decks, and I'm going to have to run in the other room and grab it because I left it on my altar. It was cleansing. I've decided tonight I'm going to use decks given to me by the three people who mean the most to me. Selena, Ramon, and Joey. Because between the three of them, they have given me some awesome tools. Ancestor. Okay. Hashtag ancestors. There we go. Now, I'm still sober, so I hope I spelled it right. Let's see. Share screen. StreamYard giveaway tool. Share. So this is the hashtag for tonight, you guys. Please put hashtag ancestors in, and I will. You will be entered into the StreamYard giveaway tool. It's random. I don't pick it. Some people get frustrated. Selena, I'm not naming any names. Let's say hi to some people. So I've got my sis, Selena, Essence of the Moon. We do a Thursday night show together with Ramon, Moon Scarab, and we call it Behind the Moon. What's up, Rebecca Joe? Julianne. I love you guys so much. I get so excited when I see you. I love that name, Rebecca Joe. Patsy, good to see you again. I know it may not be PC, but you are absolutely stunning, Patsy. You remind me of some of my cousins. Let's see. Julie. I love Julie. I always love Julie. KL, what up, boo? Urban Forest, how are you doing tonight? And of course, Dua Miranda. I have to say it like that. It's tarot law. It's dictated. Was the hashtag wisdom? Well, it may have been wisdom, but we're going with hashtag ancestors. So if it's on my thing as wisdom, I fucked up. I'll fix it later. Mods, please forgive me for being scattered. I had a really good day. First, I went to lunch. I took my husband out to eat, and then we went to Home Depot. and bought light bulbs, looked at plants, came home, stripped off to get in the shower, and got a video phone call from Miss Tarot D. So she was with me when I was naked. Timmy. Okay. And oh, Kimberly, how you doing, boo? Thank you, everybody, for letting me know. There's been many times I've come up on to do shows and have been 5 minutes in and finally look at my screen and see everybody saying, "Hey, dumbass, we can't hear you." Um, Thanks, Herb. I love this hat. Hats are my jam this year. I've decided I'm gonna be a hat dude. I'm leaning into the wise old witch routine. Maru. Oh, I just deleted Maru. Um, I hope I didn't like ban her. Sorry, Maru, if my fingers twitched. All right, so everybody put hashtag ancestors in. Did I spell it right? Yes. Okay. And that is going to be the prompt. We've got 12 people entered in. So the type of readings I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to take questions, okay? So I'm going to call 3 people at a time so that you could decide, hey, Denise, you could decide what question you want answered, or if you want to just receive a message from your ancestors. Look who's here, Mr. Tarot D. I was just talking about our naked phone call. How you doing? Jay's here? It's the cool cat in the hat. You know, I almost said that at the beginning of the show. That's funny. You should do that. You should did that. You said that. It's what I meant to say. Yes. I didn't see Jay. Where is she? Majestic Oracle. Well, I don't see you, Jay, but welcome. What up, boo boo boo? I got to get you back on sometime. I've decided that 420 shows are now me and Joey. That's a thing for us. But I want to have other shows with Maru, Jay, other people on. But yeah, I'm being a selfish Bobby. Joey's all mine. All right, so let's put our giveaway tool to use. Before I do that, I want to show you the decks that I'm going to be using tonight. I wonder. I've got this little Visconti deck that Joey gave me. I wonder if the cards will fit in the hat like that. I'm going to check tonight. So I'm going to be using the Ephemera Tarot and the True Black Tarot as secondary decks. My primary decks tonight are going to be my Santa Muerte deck. Oh, hold on. Oh, thank you. KL Starlight donated. Acknowledge them. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't even see. I appreciate you so much, KL. And we still are setting up for your reading. I will get with you directly after this. I will email you. I promise. Which is honor. Appreciate that. So, since KL did donate, I'm going to go ahead. I think I missed something. Yeah, I've seen you in the last 3 live shows. Miss Harody, you didn't see Jay? I just didn't see her tonight. Forgive an old lady. She's a dirty old lady. Called me up and I was naked. The funny part is as I was sitting there talking to her on the phone, she couldn't see, obviously. My husband came around the corner and saw me on the phone naked, and he didn't even blink. That was the funny part. I was expecting him to go, "What the hell?" He didn't even blink. So I'm going to draw 3 names. You tell me, 2 names actually. Kale's going first. So the second reading tonight is going to go to Raven Tarot Meditation. Awesome. Okay. So Raven Tarot, think of a question. KL, think of a question and post them in capitals with emojis, okay? So Raven Tarot, let me write that down because I know how I am. Give me my pen. I don't have a pen. Okay. I'll just start them. Raven Tarot. Second one is, using the computer mouse is more challenging for me than you guys who would believe. Wow. Annie Berger. Awesome. So we've got KL, Raven, and Annie. All right. Those are the first 3. Post your questions in all caps for me, okay? And I'm scanning down. We have to make a phone call. Yeah. I should have tilted the camera down and made you laugh. Okay. Reading from the ancestors for you. Kale. Starring this one for you. And Annie, your question. Did I win yet? Not quite yet, boo-boo. Annie, are you here? Post a question, love. Annie Berger. Okay, well, I'll look for your question. So the first person I'm going to read for is KL. All right. Oh, there you are. An ancestors reading would be awesome. Thanks. Fantastic. Star. Nope, not you. Boy, chat is really jumping tonight. Yeah, I have tremors in my hands, so getting this little fucker to work is pain in the butt. All right, Kale. Give me one moment, my love. I really do like this hat. I bought another black hat on the weekend too, a straw hat. I do the outside market, so I needed a little protection and I wanted to look cute in the process. All right, while I'm shuffling, I won't be able to watch chat, so... Message. Hey, Mystic, how you doing, love? The hashtag tonight is ancestors, okay? All right. Whoa! That was a definite. Pay attention. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Perfect. Okay, Here we go. The first card I have for you falls into the earth realm, is the King of Cups. To have the King of Cups fall into the realm of physical says that the spiritual connection to your ancestors, because that is the focus for today. Hey Lex, how you doing, Lexi, sexy Lexi? Um, this is a suggestion to listen. I get the feeling that somebody is trying to talk to you, a male, somebody who would have been very smart, very caring. This male, hey Irma, how you doing, love? This male is worried about you. They seem to be under the impression that you're in a serious era of turmoil right now. The next card I have for you in the air realm is the reverse tower. Okay, that's that way. It doesn't look much better that way. The tower is a card of Mars. Mars is aggressive and destructive, yes, but it's controlled also. This can deal with cutting something specific out of your life that has been, hey Hector, how you doing, handsome? Um, this is the need to cut the bullshit out of your life. We have the Page of Pentacles falls into the fire realm. The fire realm brings transformation, burning away the old, making room for the new. We have the Page of Pentacles. So this is a new beginning in the physical realm. I think this has to do with stress. The Page of Pentacles contains all the earth signs. One of those earth signs, or two of them, Taurus and Virgo, deal with your health also. And I think there's a lot of anxiety that you've been under that aren't they beautiful cards, Kale? I think you're having trouble balancing the different parts of yourself because there's not just two parts. I think you are multifaceted. Well, like most people, but that water and the fire that the tower bring, I think sometimes you feel like you're going cuckoo. Okay. Cuckoo. I think that the anxiety you're under now, you believe is for a specific reason. You're fighting for a goal. And I say that because in the water realm, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. This card is one of the cards that reminds me of my grandmother when it pops up. My grandmother was a loving, caring, fantastic woman. She was also 5'2" of badassdom. You're a Scorpio, Sag, cuss, baby. Water and fire, awesome. I'm Leo and Mercury, so that's fire and air. I'm explosive. I think you are surrounded by angels and family who are looking out for you on the other side, because I've got that king, that page, that queen. And interestingly enough, the way I have them laid out is this queen is above all the other cards. Um, Pay attention to your health and your finances. Those are the two main things I'm concerned with on this reading. I told you Virgo and Taurus. That's finances and health. Pay attention that you're not overworking yourself and overthinking yourself into new problems. The last card I have for you in the spirit realm is the reverse strength card. Now, I love this. It's a luchador battling a quetzalcoatl. You've had over a dozen. Someone is looking out for you. Not sure why or what I'm supposed to do with all these second chances. You're supposed to enjoy life. All right. Enjoy life. Make it easier for yourself. And when possible, help somebody else out. I honestly believe I've been kept alive all these years to help other people. Sometimes I don't even know I'm helping. Sometimes just calling them up and saying hi has a bigger effect than I understood. Hold on, I think I missed something. Where's my computer mouse? A fabulous Leo. Yeah. Mr. OD is a fabulous Leo. We just did a show. Lexi is a fabulous Leo. To anybody who just had a birthday, happy birthday, baby. So, having that strength card fall into the realm of spirit tells me you're not listening when the divine speaks to you. I think your focus needs to be a little more on yourself and not as many other people. Yeah, when we're trying to be strong for everybody else, regardless of whether or not we think we're being strong for ourselves, sometimes we just don't realize that we're not being fair to ourselves. So just what I'm advising to you, since we have that king, that page, and that queen, allow your guardians to whisper in your ear. Pay attention to those synchronicities. They're going to speak with you in memories and in dreams and in songs and in coincidences that speak to your heart. That's fair. I honestly just don't know for sure when I'm being communicated. That's the trick. When you think, like, I'll give you for instance, yesterday I had a stray thought and I said it out loud. It was about my uncle Chucky, who had passed back in the 90s. But I directed the stray comment out into the universe towards him. I didn't even think about it. But suddenly I got a memory of my uncle, of when we were upset with each other. And I realized, okay, right now I need to clear the air between me and my uncle. We did have a falling out in the 90s, and so yeah, I didn't even realize that I needed to clear that up until that memory came up, and that was my uncle saying, you know, what are we going to do about this? Before we go any further, we need to address this. All right. I saw a mother raccoon with 4 babies crossing the street. Oh, it means something, but no idea what. Well, raccoons are mischievous. They collect things. They collect trash. They're very, very smart. So maybe you're collecting people in your tribe. But anyway, that is what I have for you. To review, Kale, the main people who are trying to get a hold of you and get your attention is a male. right? And I'm getting the feeling that this is at least 2 or 3 generations back. Grandfather, great grandfather, great uncle, something like that. So, if you have memories that pop up of a male figure and you, that's them trying to get a message to you. Just pay attention to what those random thoughts are. Okay. And if it helps, keep a journal of memories. One another exercise is to break out some family pictures and things like that. If you have any of ancestors or generations before, and go through them and just stare at the pictures and be open to the messages that way. That is a great way to do it also. Bridget's here. Hey, Bridget, the fabled witch. Okay. All right. So next up, who did we have? Thank you, KL. I really appreciate reading for you. And we'll do a full-on session with you. She did win the giveaway for a reading. All right. So next we had Raven Tarot Meditation. That is such a great name. Anything with ravens in it, I'm in love with. I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate all of you guys. I look forward to doing these shows because it just makes me feel useful. It really does. Okay, so let's switch out decks for Tim. And let's see, what did you say? Okay, just open 2 messages. Whoops. Stop what you're doing and click the thumbs up now. Yes. Yes. All right, Timmy. Here we go. You want a message from your ancestors. Timmy, you get the Ephemer Tarot tonight. Oh, I just realized the flaw in my grand scheme. Yeah, I can still see. These cards are white and gold. It's a little more difficult to see with the red glasses on. Oh my gosh, these cards, they shuffle like sex. That's how good they are. They're freaking awesome. This is a deck, this Ephemer Tarot. It's so special to me because it was one that everybody contributed to in my tribe with tips for my birthday. It is probably one of the most special decks in my arsenal here. All right, Timmy. Earth. Air. Fire. Timmy, are you a witch? Water. Spirit. Let me see if he answered that. The reason I asked Timmy if you were a witch is because the first card I drew for you in the Earth realm is the Queen of Wands. Now, a lot of people, you're not sure what you are yet. Okay, I get that. Hence the raven. Ravens are messengers. They're guides through the underworld. They're messengers of change, of death, harbingers. You know, I I used to think I was cursed because everywhere I went, every school, every job growing up, after I left there, they would close down. My grade school, my junior high schools. Um, and for a while, I thought I was just a harbinger of doom. Now I understand I'm a bringer of change. It's a totally different mindset, but it's the same frickin' thing. Um, Raven is non binary, esoteric. Thank you for bringing that up. Um, Anyway, the reason I ask is because you have the Queen of Wands, and that to me is the Queen of Magic, not the Queen of Swords, not the Queen of Pentacles, like a lot of people do. Mine is the Queen of Wands. When I see the Queen of Wands, I think magic wands, focused intention. You're still a bringer of doom, bitch. Um, I bring change. I admit that freely. Um, but now I understand it. I don't cause the change. I just accelerate it somehow. It's Phoenix energy. Phoenix is tattooed on my chest. It's one of my spirit guides. It's the spirit guide, basically. Phoenix and Raven. Um, Pay attention to the magic happening in your daily life because it's going to give you clues on where your power lies. The fact that you called your channel name what you did with ravens, Raven Tarot Meditation. Yeah, lean into that shit. Exactly. Some people are terrified of the change they bring. They shake things up. Well, yeah, sometimes things need to be shaken up. Um, when all this shit started going down politically, I wasn't incredibly surprised because I knew a time of great shakeup was coming. Um, this has to happen. It may not be pretty, it may not be easy, but it has to happen so that we see exactly where the crocodiles are. Um, you're going to find the answers to magic all around you. Magic is true, found in books, but the real magic happens all around you. So pay attention to the animals, the way people interact, um, to your dreams. I do believe that you have the ability to, or not ability, we all have the ability to work magic. I think you have a natural propensity for it, though. Um, there's a book that I'm just starting to read, which came to mind right now, so I'm going to share it with you. It's called The Psychic Witch. It's about working magic with just your mind. This may fall into the category of you. Um, Learn how to focus your thoughts and emotions and blend them together. I believe magic is using psychic means to control the natural forces around us. That's part of what being a witch is. But that's a personal thing for me. That's how I believe it because I think I got that from Buckland's Big Blue Book back in the 80s or 90s, whenever it was. And it just stuck with me. I feel so masculine when I do that. Okay. In the air realm, you have the reverse Queen of Swords. This is um, I get the feeling that there's somebody angry on the other side who is kind of being pissy. So, if you would like to strengthen your relationships, manifesting work energy, both inward and outward, has been an obsession. I get that. Um, take it easier. All right. Don't try to force the change. Don't become obsessed with it. Allow the change to happen. Otherwise, what's going to happen, my dear, is you're going to be so focused on looking for signs, they're going to go right past you and you're not even going to recognize them. So just chill the fuck out. Calm your tits. All right. Um, that reverse Queen of Swords says you're not in the right tribe right now for you in your physical community. Um, I think you need to, or I can't tell anybody what to do, so I'm trying not to use. You should. Um, I would suggest finding classes, finding your tribe through metaphysical bookstores. Find something that strikes your fancy, but go to these things, strike up friendships, create the tribe you need around you. And if you don't see the tribe around you, build the tribe around you. My best friend, Joey Potts, she created a metaphysical center where we are at. It is beautiful. Her cottage is out behind her house where she does her workings and her readings. And then we've got the actual coven area where we perform ritual. It's fantastic. She's got herbs growing everywhere. I love it. This is a suggestion to you. Thanks, Crystal. This is a suggestion to you to seek out the tribe you need. The Queen of Swords to me is Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is our tribe. All right. And having it reversed, you're not in the best tribe for your beliefs to grow. All right. I think a lot of it is, yeah, you may have to like step out of the comfort of your house and just meet people. Take a class, even as if it's to teach a class. Um, I went into the local bookstore here, 4 years ago, and introduced myself and ended up working there, as a tarot card reader. So find the tribe you need. Take those active steps. So, in the realm of fire, which means transformation, you're on the way to victory, but you're not there. You're on the way to the transformation you need, but you're not there yet. Transformation is coming and victory is coming. In the fire realm, we've got the reverse Six of Wands. It should be like that. It's not. Um, the Six of Wands is called the card of victory, right? So we want to turn it from upside down to right side up, from upside down to right side up. We want you to have that success, that magic, the fire that Leo brings, which Leo is associated with the Six of Wands. So it's a card of victory at its finest, being adored, being recognized. I think you've got a lot to offer to the metaphysical community in your area, and they're lucky to have somebody who is willing to step forth. So I would suggest to you doing something like that. In the water realm, you I didn't realize what these last two cards were. In the water realm, you've got this card called Summon. And it's exactly what you think it is. You're being called. This is the judgment card, a call to action, a call to stand up and have an active role in things. This deck tells of the hero's journey. All right, this is where the hero gets summoned. Um, I have never felt, well, that's not, I can't say that. I am very, very much positive saying that many times your backwardness is a strength and a barrier. Well, I'm going to say this with all love. Get the fuck over it. All right. You're going to need to learn how to roar like a lion. All right. Um, the coolest thing that ever happened to me is one night I was out for karaoke, and I sing karaoke pretty much the way I live my life. Just I rub stank on it, and I don't know if I sound good or not, but I have fun. And the coolest thing that ever happened during karaoke was somebody came up to me afterwards and they're like, dude, where do you get your confidence from on stage? And they were really genuinely impressed. And I was like, just have fun. That is what I'm saying to you. Have fun with life. Enjoy it. Lean into your strengths and answer that call to a higher road. Okay. Here's the down part. There's always a down part with my readings, right? Big Ant. What's up, Big Ant? Um, in the realm of spirit, you've got the card of sacrifice. So I know I'm telling a lot of people to calm your tits, quit living for other people. I think your future could possibly be, well, most likely be tied up in teaching metaphysical things, teaching tarot, teaching ancestor, teaching. All right. Ravens are messengers. And the fact that you have Raven in your name tells me you're a messenger, whether you like it or not, whether you admit it or not, bro. That sacrifice is saying that this path may be a lonely one for you. It may bring you some heartache as well as prosperous things, because in the process of learning, we tend to fall down a lot. Don't worry about it. You're going to fall down. We all do. Take those moments as learning. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. Okay. I need to get some of these glasses that are colored but have the little bifocals. I'll buy those after the show. I really like this hat, you guys. It's comfortable. Is it my turn now? Not yet, Herb. I just like calling you Herb. All right, so let's make sure she's still here. That was amazing. Thanks, Ethan. You're welcome, my friend. I'm gonna wear a lot. I'm into hats now. I really do like them. All right, let's unstar this one. Annie, are you still here, boo boo? I'm sorry if I didn't see your question. Oh wait, I started, dumbass. It's up on the screen. All right, ancestors. I know just the deck for you. Okay. That deck is just so sexy in my hands. It feels even better than the True Black. Normally, I like big black decks, like the True Black deck. Cochinos. Yeah, here's a funny thing. I was going to use another deck tonight as part of it, just because it's such a cool deck and I haven't been able to use it in a live very often yet. Nancy sent me a deck called the Zombie Tarot, but I realized what I was going to be reading on tonight, ancestor work, and I was like, no, that's not that's not a good deck. Let's do this. a little um, moon shard spray from Ramon to cleanse away the psychic cooties. And just for the hell of it, 3. I gotta do everything in 3. Yes, I did say that. You dirty birdies, I was talking about tarot. Essence of the Raven. Oh, that is a cool name. Okay. For you, Annie, you get the Happy Skeleton Tarot. How funny. Annie, you're already knee deep in spirituality at this point, aren't you? The first card I have for you in the Earth realm is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace contains the energy of all the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a very spiritual card, a very psychic card. To have it fall into the Earth realm makes the connection of above and below in my mind. So we have the divine spirituality coming down into this cup. And then we have you dispensing that to the world around you. You are part of the great spiritual machine, my dear. And I think you're the only one who doesn't fully believe it. I think that when you get psychic hits and spiritual hits, you doubt yourself. It's no accident that the people watching my shows are watching my shows. When I say things like the Four of Swords in reverse, falling into the air spot is not a great thing. I mean it. This is saying your thoughts are out of alignment right now. I think you're focused on a specific event that's upcoming, a specific celebration of some sort. What did I see? Wait, back up. I'm here for the donuts. You dork. The Four of Swords is a card of Libra. It's about finding your balance again. Remember that? When it's reversed, you're in need of that balance. I think that you you've created a system for yourself right now where things are working, and you think if anything steps out of what you've created, things are going to go kablooey. Because I have in the air realm that reverse Four of Swords, which says stability and rest is needed. But then in the fire realm, we've got the Four of Wands. So this tells me a specific thing is giving you stress. Probably to do with a family member needing things from you or wanting things from you. I think you got to stop being scared. That's the message I'm getting for you. I think that the stability you're after in the spiritual realm is never gonna come on, Papa Roberto. um, if you don't take action, it's never gonna come about. I've got that four of wands in the fire realm right next to the three of wands in the water realm. The water realm is emotion, spirituality. We're going to lean into the spiritual aspect right now because we're doing ancestor readings. The three of wands is ruled by Aries and the sun. It's all about your ship coming, or is it Jupiter? Jupiter, I think. It's all about your ship coming in and your world expanding. It's about those plans you made and took steps at finally showing results. I think you've been low key working towards your goals, not really understanding where you're going. Um, Imagine what you could do if you took a month or two and focused on a specific topic that you want to learn. Um, I'm not saying you're not doing that. I'm saying that there's something in your life that's giving you stress, but it's coming to an end. Don't worry about it. The end is in sight. Things are going well for you. Um, I don't know if this has to do. Okay, we've got the King of Cups as the last card, and this falls into the spirit realm. So this gentleman here, who is the second time the King of Cups has shown up in a different deck. This is somebody who wants to let you know they got your back, whether you realize it or not. All right. So the way they're laid out here is this card and this card right next to each other. This card has your back. See how your back is there. Now, when those type of visual synchronicities show up, I pay attention. When you don't even know they're watching you and protecting you, they are. Um, I would suggest taking some time if you don't already have an altar. Good night, boo boo. Um, if you don't already have an ancestor's altar, that's okay. Next time you're drinking coffee, raise your mug. Next time you're eating chocolate, you know, just give an acknowledgement to those who came before you. I think that you're knee deep in learning how to hear the spiritual world. So, thank you. Uh, Dreams and moonbeams. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that. We started off the spread with the Ace of Cups and we're ending it with the King of Cups. This is an undeniable message that there's masculine energy whispering to you. Whether you choose to listen is up to you. But I get the feeling you're already aware of who this is. And um, because those memories you get, you've already made the connection that this is how they're speaking to you. So I would suggest a journal. Just keep track. Learn the language that they're trying to speak to you through. That's a good message for everybody. Learn the language that they're trying to speak to you through. Uh, It's leather. That's right, baby. It's leather. I want to put a little raven skull right here or something, but eh, we'll see if I can find a good hatband. Yes. Thank you, Selena, for bringing that up. This Thursday night, Selena is driving the bus on Behind the Moon, the show we do with Selena and Ramon. And she will be talking about cemetery magic. And I'm hoping she mentions Mamam Brigitte and Papa Legba. I like cemeteries. I think they're cool. And don't think bad of me, but when I was a teenager, that was one of the places we used to go to hang out, drink and have sex. When we were teenagers. We didn't have that many places to go. All right, hold on. All right, a little sip. So that is what I have for you. Now, I'm going to draw 3 more names. Watch, it's going to be Miss Tarot D now that she's gone. Poor baby. All right, let's put the thingy back up. How do I use this thing? There it is. Add to stage. All right, draw again. We're going to draw 3 names. And the first name is Maru. I know Maru's here. I just saw her. So Maru, if you have a question, post in caps. You know the routine. Second person. Urban. Is Urban still here? Look at that. He asked over and over and over, is it his turn? It was fun. I remember the gravestone name too. Good old Mr. Tuttle. Urban left. All right, I was afraid of that. I know who Urban is, by the way. All right. And our winner is Kimberly Cross. Are you still here, Kim? Let me scoot up, back up a little bit. Kimberly, if you're here, make yourself known. Okay, hold on. Let me tag that. I see that, Maru. Thank you. Kimberly Cross, are you with us? Kimberly, I summon you. Oh, there she is. All right. And our third name. Yes. Wow, we still got a lot of people. KL already had one. So we'll draw again. This little tool makes everything so much easier. It really does. Hector. All right. Crystal. I know Crystal's here. I just saw her. All right. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me move this. I'm having trouble with my mouse. I saw somebody in a movie once refer to masturbation as double clicking their mouse, and I've never forgot it. All right, Crystal, I see you. Crystal, I see your name, but I didn't see your question. It's a tool. I hate your tool. uh, don't be jelly. I'll teach you how to use it. All right. We'll keep an eye out for Crystal's question, but let me go ahead and shuffle up for our first winner. Let's take off the old ones. We already did Annie. There's Maru, Kim, and Chris. Okay. There she be. All right, guys, post your questions. I'm feeling good right now, so we're going to keep going. Oh, freaking frack. I didn't go grab that other deck. It's okay. It's the Earth and Bone Oracle that Ramon sent. Oh my god, it's so sexy too. All right, let's take this off. There we go. What up, boo? What's up, Kiki? When I see the name Kiki, it reminds me of Showtime at the Apollo. I can't remember her name. Kiki somebody. Kiki Davis? Kiki Green? I see your question. No, that's good, Crystal. I see that. We can work with that. All right, Maru. I'm still breaking these new cards in. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Okay. Here we go, Bubba Joe. So the first card I have for you tonight is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse falls into the Earth realm. This is my Heaven and Earth deck, birthday gift from Selena, Essence of the Moon. Thank you, sis. This is Virgo energy. This is a warning to the question that I ask when I see the Seven of Pentacles is, have you waited too long for something? Is the timing past? The whole idea of this card for me is when those things on the vine are left too long, they become poisonous. So timing becomes a factor with this card. I think that there's something crucial that's about to happen to you that's going to cause a healing in yourself. That's going to become the impetus for healing, I think is the word. The catalyst for change, so to speak. In the air realm, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is Sagittarius energy, it's healing. Having the healing card fall into the realm of thought tells me that any stress you've been under will soon be alleviated. All right, the source of your anxiety is passing. All right, you're moving into a better frame of mind. You're moving into things are changing around you for the better. In the realm of fire, which brings change and passion, we have the Six of Swords. This is movement into a better way of thinking, a better frame of mind. All right. This is saying that the people you've been stressed over and stressed about, it's okay. I don't think you're having enough faith in the people around you to take care of themselves. I think you're focused on taking care of people. And it's paying off. I'm not going to lie to you. It's paying off. Um, but the stressful times should be coming to an end. Allow them to pass. Like they say in Dune, I allow my fear to pass over me and through me. I love that part of the movie. It's beautiful. Um, in the water realm, which brings spirituality and emotions. Em- Hold that thought. My vape got stuck. All right. In the realm of water, we have the Eight of Wands. This is also ruled by Sagittarius. So we've got two Sagittarius cards, two healing cards. Um, but the Eight of Wands is also ruled by Mercury, which is about communication. That's why it's called swiftness, because it happens at the speed of thought. So when things start coming to a healing point, it's going to happen all at once, to the point where you're not going to believe that things are going as well as they're going. I pulled all your significators so far. Oh, wait, you're not gonna like this one because I just remembered one of the readings I did for you in the past. We do have um well, no, you may like it. We have the King of Swords in reverse in the spirit realm. So we've got another king in the spirit realm saying that there is a male on the other side. Is it your grandfather? I can't remember who you had once told me you believed was watching out for you. But this is strong, intelligent male energy to the point where it would have been almost cold. They are watching out for you, though. Yes, he was a Lutheran minister. Ah, okay. Um, you're already spiritually evolved enough to know when he's listening to or talking to you. I think with you, the problem is you fought for so long and you've been under so much pressure for so long that when things finally ease up, there's going to be a little bit of that PTSD for you. You know, you're just still going to be expecting that things go sideways because I'm like that. I do counseling. And I did go through an incredibly bad period in the 90s. Um, and it screwed me up. It screwed me up. So I know that some things I need to get help with if I want to continue being here for other people. Trust yourself to know when the all clear is being given. Okay. Because this person isn't just whispering in your ear, they're speaking to the subconscious of others also. And this one's on your side. So know that you've got somebody fighting your battles for you subconsciously on the other side. All right. So that's what I have for you, boo. Heal the healer. Yeah. Now the cool thing is that Six of Swords, this is a suggestion also. This I'm giving this a lot. Step out of the comfort of your home and um meet your tribe. Make friends. Do it safely, of course. Like, don't meet people in a dark alley or anything like that. Like we used to do when we were kids trying to buy weed. A dark alley at 3 in the morning. Now I go around the corner to the dispensary. All right, so that was Maru. Yeah, be gentle with yourself, Maru. Oh no, this is the first show I've done since I've had it where I don't have my stone. Maru sent me a copper night crystal, and I took it with me and I haven't put it back out. I took it to the marketplace. I haven't put it back on my table yet. All right, so who was our second name? We had Maru. Kimberly. Kimberly, that's who it was. Kimberly Cross. You still here, boo boo? Boo boo. Hey, boo. I like a good wander around the crossroads at midnight. Don't we all? Isn't that awesome? The thing is I live in Arizona and there's certain things out here in the desert that you don't want to name or draw their attention. Um, right? How are we alive, man? My husband and I talk about that. The things we did as young men. We're like, how are we alive? I would love to hear from any of your loved ones that have come forward. I have a lot on the other side. Okay. I was going to use the ephemera, but as soon as I read that, I felt the True Black deck, which I'm more familiar with anyway. I love the True Black. Yes. What do you want, Arya? What do you want? Daddy's being mystical. I love my little girl. I know. Hold on. Her chair was too far away from me. I knew as soon as she sat in there what she was going to do. You can get on my... What are you doing? Okay, here we go. Earth. Air. Fire. Water. Spirit. Okay. Come here, Ari. Everybody wants to see you. I know you don't really, but it's good for her ego. Ari. Oh, the look she gave me. I'm just gonna leave her alone. All right. So, here's what I have for you. In the Earth realm, we have the Magician card. Let me remove this. There you are. Now we could talk face to face. How you doing, boo? The first card I have for you is the Magician. This is the great manifester. This is somebody who takes the above and brings it to the below, who takes the idea and makes it a reality. You are somebody who facilitates things, who connects people. The word facilitate comes up to into my brain here. You bring change to people. You're like me. Just by being there, shit happens around you. There's that TV series, The Wheel of Time. They talk about these people who are called Taveran, who just by existing, the energies, the world focus and bring reality to them. That's what you do. All right. You're somebody who moves through the world and reality kind of shifts itself around you. I think you've only scratched the surface on how to go forward with this knowledge or ability. The next card I have for you is the reverse Knight of Swords. Okay. Um, the Knight of Swords moves forward without stopping. He knows what he's doing. He's one of King Arthur knights. When he gets an idea into his head, he's just not backing down. So get out of his fucking way. I don't think your forward momentum is as it should be. I think you're getting lost in bullshit choices. Um, I think your focus is overwhelmed with so many choices that you can't narrow it down to what's really calling you. So you might need to be a little more discerning on things, or at least stick with something that will give you building blocks for the next thing, which will give you building blocks for the next thing. Um, in the fire realm, we've got the Seven of Cups, the Wish card, the Choice card. You're spoiled for choices. There's so much going on around you that you're not sure which path to follow. You're still discovering who you are, and that's fine. You are going to be bringing this knowledge to people, so buckle up, Buttercup. Um, the world needs healers and teachers. Don't get hung up on the words healer and teacher. All right. Because the day we start taking ourselves too seriously and forget to have fun is the day we should really stop doing what we do. Hey Heather, how you doing? That is everything. Thank you. Um, I'm very serious when I do my cards, but I like to have fun doing it. Because I know I deal with serious shit. I deal with talking to dead people. I deal with end of life readings. I deal with a lot of shit that is really heavy. And if I didn't have my family on the other side holding me up, saying, "You're okay, we got you." Ari, hold on. Come here. Thank you. Come here. Everybody. This is my baby girl. This is my Ari. Isn't she gorgeous? Can you hear her purr? Mhm. Go sit down. Um, okay. The Seven of Cups in the fire realm brings transformation. I think your whole belief system is undergoing thank you, she is beautiful. I think your whole belief system is undergoing an overhaul. All right, you're at one of those points. Um, yeah, she's my pretty kitty. She is my witch's familiar. What I'm seeing here for you is allow that change to happen. All right. Close your eyes, make a wish, and lean into what you want to lean into, not what you think you should know. Everyone needs to just have fun. And I think you're forgetting to have fun in the process. I can't play with you right now. Um, in the water realm, you've got the reverse Six of Cups, the nostalgia card, the card that looks back at our life fondly, the card that lets us remember the people we love. I think you're not remembering and honoring your ancestors properly or enough for their or at all. Are you honoring your ancestors? I'm feeling that they want a connection with you, but it's like they're knocking on the door, leaning on the bell, waiting for you to answer and open the door. What's up, J Cat Lady? She has beautiful markings. My friend um, Bowen calls her a Reese's kitty because she's a calico. Ow! That was my flesh, you little shit. I'm talking about how beautiful you are, and you're trying to shred me. Um, yeah, she's a fur goblin. I think you need to strengthen those doors. Strengthen your ability to open those doors and walk through or allow messages to come through. In the spirit, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So here's the fun thing with the Queen of Swords. Hold on. The car went past and she ran for the door. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Remember, I told you a lot of people view the goddess as the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Pentacles. Having the Queen of Swords fall into the spirit realm here, this isn't just somebody on the other side that wants to work with you. This is goddess energy that is willing to work with you. I would suggest laying down to sleep, clearing your mind, and asking the gods to bring you a message in your dreams. I honestly believe that I'm a follower of Hecate, so I'm going to say Hecate always, usually, but Hecate, Santa Muerte, the Morrigan, somebody who's on the more serious side, the more severe side, the more transformative side, who deals with cycles and transformation. This is the energy I'm feeling. I know what it feels like. I know who I'm feeling, but I can't always say Hecate's calling you. This is dark goddess energy. This is serious transformative energy. So I would suggest digging a little deeper into goddess energy. And that's what Heather's channel is great for goddess energy, by Bone Brush in Indigo Ash. She does a show on the Divine Feminine. You haven't tried to connect with them as much as you should. Yeah, when we say things like that, when I say that, yeah, I haven't done it as much as I should, it means I haven't done it at all. Um, do you know last month I went 2 weeks, 3 weeks without cleaning my altar? Um, and I still had the nerve to wonder why I was having bad dreams or unclear messages during my tarot readings. As soon as I cleaned my altar, best night of sleep I had. Um, my messages got clearer. So yeah, lean into goddess work. All right, and allow yourself, your family on the other side to play intermediary. All right, allow them to be your wingman with the gods. All right, that is what I have for you. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right. Yeah, heck, Tim makes an appearance in my cards a lot, Heather. All right, Crystal. What do the cards have for me in the next few months? Let me know if that's too general. No, that's not too general. I'm just figuring out which deck to use for you. That's better. Okay. Crystal. Earth. Air. Fire. Water. Spirit. All right. Here we go. Let me see what the chat says real quick. Yeah, I love my chimes too. I use air um, to clear the psychic dust bunnies off of my cards. In the earth realm, we have the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning for you. This is the type of energy that tells me working from home, because air is computer for me. I don't know if you work from home or have a business that you run from home. This is a new idea. This is new beginnings, new possibilities in that area. Let me see what I'm seeing. You're dealing with your mom's estate on Thursday. Not too happy with. I'm so sorry. Um, Hold on. Here's something you guys don't know. I use a cane to walk, and I'm having a problem with my leg. Great. All right, so we've got in the earth realm that sword. I love this deck. It does put a little more positive spin on the ace for me. The Ace of Swords contains all the air signs: Gemini, um, Aquarius, and Libra, which deals with court cases, justice. So, yeah, I can see that in the earth realm for you. In the air realm, we have the reverse wheel of fortune. Um, well, that's kind of obvious. Dealing with your mom's estate um, is going to have an effect on your well-being. Um, yep, Crystal, true story. I used to be in a wheelchair for a short period of time. I had a brain surgery and had to learn how to walk again. I was in the hospital for a couple months. I ended up getting an infection in my brain. Um, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it almost killed me. So I was in the hospital and had to learn how to walk. Yeah. That's why I live every day, like for the joy. I'm serious, but I want to bring joy to people. All right. So in the air realm, the Wheel of Fortune upside down. I'm sorry you have to deal with this, but it's something that has to happen. In the fire realm. Are you fucking kidding me? It seems that this boy is making an appearance all night long. The King of Swords. This is a change in do you like your lawyer that you're using? The Hey Linda, how you doing? The King of Swords would be lawyer energy, judge energy. Um, to have it fall into the fire realm, though, that tells me I'm glad I got bitter too. It tells me that there's a change that's going to happen. Um, this is not the energy of somebody who cares or is emotionally invested in your case. This is somebody who's very cold. Um, I don't know if it's you needing to keep this at a distance so that you could deal with it. You don't have a lawyer at the moment. That's why it seems so distant. Um, how do I say this? If you can get somebody to help you out, get somebody to help you out. To have that king there, this is somebody, a changeover. I thought it was a change in representation. No, it's you changing to have representation. So if at all you can get somebody here, get somebody. Um, in the water realm and in the spirit realm, we've got I'm going to give you both of these. In the water realm, we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles deals with Virgo energy. This is details. This is why you need a lawyer, because I don't think you're seeing everything properly. Hope I'm not overstepping here, but um, I just advise you to get some representation if you can have somebody help you. I can't advise you on that because I'm not a lawyer. I will say that if I saw somebody having health problems, I would tell them go see a doctor. If I see somebody having legal troubles, I'm going to tell them to go see a lawyer. I don't think too much can go wrong, but still. I don't want to see you taken advantage of, and I get the feeling that's what's going to happen if you don't handle this properly. In the spirit realm, I've got the reverse Knight of Wands. This is a message coming from the reverse Knight of Wands. This would have been somebody who died fairly young, like 15 to 30-ish, right in that almost adult stage. I would say 25 is adult, but I didn't become an adult until I was in my 40s, to tell you the truth. This is somebody who's passionate when they were alive. You have an older cousin who is a social warrior. Good. I'm glad you have somebody, but I think you need to get honest and truly professional input here. I really, the fact that that Knight of Pentacles is upside down right next to the Knight of Swords, upside down, which is Gemini. I think you're stressing over this whole thing, and you already know you should have somebody helping you out. I'm glad you have a social worker, and if she says you're okay, but I'm still going to always advise caution and safety and lawyers, lawyers and doctors. Did you guys know Joey's going for her doctorate? So she's going to be an honest to gosh witch doctor. True story. I have been waiting. I've got to wait another year or two for her to graduate. And then I'm going to walk around singing, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ching, tang, walla, walla, bing, bing. Okay, so that was that. You guys ready to pick some more peoples? I'm going to do one more round. And I do appreciate those who have donated to the cause tonight. I'd like to say tonight's earnings would go to maintaining my channel, but the reality of it is tonight all the earnings will go towards buying me weed tomorrow. I'm just being honest. Joey and I are gonna hang out sometime this week. Oh, I should probably pick a person before I start shuffling, dumbass. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ding, dang, walla, walla, bing, bang. All right, now let's see if we can pick some people who are still with us. Julie, I think Julie's still here. Yeah. Julie, make yourself. Now, there you are. Okay. All right. Our second person. All right. And remember, please post your questions in all capitals. Maybe throw an emoji in there. What the hell? Come on, Selena. Oh, almost, Patsy. Oh, you were so close, Selena. I'm sorry. Patsy, Patsy, Patsy. Do I see Patsy? Patsy, are you here, love? There she is. You've had really good luck with these lately. Ramon got you the other night and everything. All right, and our third one for this evening. Hermana, 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 hermana. You think it'll be Tia? You think it'll be Tia? Nope, it's not Tia. Oh, wait, it might be. Hector isn't here anymore, is he? Are you here, Hector? I think he's gone. I done threw an earworm at myself. Crap. All right. I don't think Hector's here. If he does show, I'll work him in also. But I'm pretty sure he bailed with Miss Tarot D. Good night, Annie. Oh, Rebecca Joe. Are you here, Rebecca? I know it's late on the East Coast. It's only 7:40 where I'm at. Rebecca Joe. There she is. Oh, wait, I just saw Patsy post a question. What was it? I think a spirit tried to get my attention today. If so, what do I need to know? Oh, one of my favorites. Okay. So, let's remove the giveaway tool. And then all right. I'm going to stick with my ephemera for Julie. Julie, this is for you, love. Oh, these cards are so soft. They're like a woman's breast. They are like the head of a man's. They're just soft. They're just sexy. The earworm from the corpse bride. I love that cartoon. My favorite cartoon is, of course, Nightmare Before Christmas. Um, I've got Jack Skellington tattooed on my arm. The Pumpkin King. That's right. Velvet. It feels like velvet. Hold on, they're not shuffling right. Good snapback. Now we're talking. Earth. Bobby, your camera is vibrating. Please don't tell me this was something else. No, that's my cheap little table. When I hit the table, it moves. Good night, Selena. I'll see you at 4 in the morning. All right, Julie. Here's what your guides have to tell you. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Ha! Good to know. And the earth realm, our friend is back, the King of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who's trying to make that connection with you, since we're dealing with ancestors here. You've got several male guardians on the other side. We've been getting kings and queens showing up reverse tonight, telling me they're not here. The reverse part is over there. We have the King of Swords again. Aren't these luscious cards? I mean, ugh, if you could just feel how smooth they are. This is saying that both of these kings are watching you. They're supporting you. You know they are. You feel them. Now, dark. Make sure I'm reading the right question for you. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything other right now than calm your tits. You know, relax, trust yourself, trust in those feelings. I think that doubt has started working its way into your life. We don't want doubt. We want you to be confident in what you are feeling inside and what you are seeing outside. I think that some dreams of yours, some illusions were shattered, and it caused a shakeup in your world. Shakeups need to happen sometimes. Um, both of these men, both of these energies that I'm feeling around you, protecting you, are trying to. Yes, they do. Okay, good. Lean into that. You already know they're there. You already hear them. What I'm getting though is you sitting here going la, 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 la. Um, I actually had somebody once tell me recently, you better reshuffle those cards, and I'm like, no. They were trying to be funny, but I was like, no, I'm not reshuffling. You're gonna hear this. Um, don't let doubt get you, girlfriend. All right, that's our one of our biggest enemies in what we do is doubt because evidence is not always there. We're taking a leap of faith a lot of the time. That's why I like using tarot cards because I could hold it up and say, no, this is what I'm feeling. I was invited to do a psychic fair, but they don't want me to use tarot cards. And I really don't need to use tarot cards, but I like the tarot cards as evidentiary. So they made it sound like, oh, I'm not a real psychic because I use tarot cards. Fuck you. Um, don't ever let anybody tell you how your gift works. And I think that has played a big part at where you're at right now is other people making you feel or I know people can't make us feel a certain way, but I feel like you got a little beat down by some people. Don't worry about them. Fuck them. All right, you got this. I have for you the reverse nine of pentacles. And this falls into the fire realm. So we've got Virgo, which analyzes everything, and we've got the fires of transformation. You're trying to control what you're growing up to be. You need to let the gods drive the bus sometimes and take you where you need to go. You can't really, once you've given your life in service to the universe, It'll place you where it thinks you'll do the best good, whether we want to be there or not. I used to have dreams of the phoenix, of the firebird. I didn't know that one day I was going to be living in Phoenix. And that's where my journey really started. Everything I went through before that was setting me up for that. Everything you've been through up until now is setting you up for the next phase. You need to trust the process and you need to trust yourself. In the water realm, which brings our emotions and spirituality to the front, what do we have? The healer card. The message here is quite obvious. Healer, heal thyself. Uh, you're a jack of many trades. Which way? Yeah. Um, calm your tits. Don't try to be that jack of everything. All right. Just be Julianne. All right. I see on your website you're a psychic, an empath, of this, of that. I get that. We all are. And if you've practiced to control your gifts, that's awesome, my love. But don't overload yourself. That just sounded very, very much. It's like you're putting a lot of expectations on yourself. And I don't want to see that happen. I want to see you live life and enjoy it. All right. There's a Britney Spears deck. Oh, yeah. Somebody told me that. I love pop culture decks. They're funny. Yeah. Don't overthink the process. Just go with it. Allow that healing to take place. And if you do that, you will arise the victor. All right. This is one of my, it's like the world card. This is the victor, the one who is the survivor. I love this card because it has the laurel leaves of victory. It has the sword that she's got pointed down and not raised up. This is a woman who knows her shit. This is a woman who's confident and in control. And I think that confidence has slipped a little for you. And I would like to see you embrace that again. All right. You be the wonderful unicorn you were meant to be, baby girl. Don't let anybody talk about your hooves. I like that. That was funny. All right. The Sun Star Julie's comment here. And that means Patsy is up. And if I remember, Patsy had a question about what a spirit might possibly want to say. All right. Gotcha. No. I don't know if any of you have ever been flicked in the ear by one of your dead ants, but it's uncomfortable. See, it's shit like that I could say to you guys, and I know you know what I mean. Patsy, I reached for a very special deck to me because my cousin works with me with this deck. My aunt's son. Okay, got it. I see, okay. Ah, You know, depression is real. Um, I was watching a thing last night with my husband on the dark side of the Power Rangers. Very interesting. Um, Apparently, there was like a lot of stuff happened with the Power Rangers. I don't know why I brought that up. You all have been so good to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. And feel free to contribute to the delinquency of this minor. A minor delinquent, that's me. There we go. Earth. Air. Oh, I forgot how cool these cards are. Fire. Water. Spirit. All right. The question I posed to my guides, my cousin, Bobby, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? No. Is that a movie or a show or what? What is that? I like K-pop sometimes, just to put on in the background. And I actually walk around the house doing that dancing. So, in the Earth realm, we have the King of Cups. This is telling me that right now you're being forced to pay attention to things in the spiritual realm. Um, the King of Cups. What is the message I'm hearing? This is somebody way back in your bloodline. This is not a clear voice. This is not. This is almost like a great 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 grandparent or somebody that far back, somebody who's been guarding your family for forever. If you were Irish, I'd say a banshee. Um, this is somebody you've felt before. I'm thinking when you were around high school age is when you first started getting these impressions that there might be somebody out there. This is not somebody new to you. This is somebody who's been in your life all along. And I think that now you're becoming aware of them. This is somebody who is well established, not somebody recent. In the air realm, hold on one sec. I hope I'm not catching a cold. I've been peopling a lot lately, so it's quite possible. All right. In the air realm, you have the reverse 10 of cups. This is the happily ever after card. This is somebody who did not pass easily. This is somebody who may have gone down in violence. In the fire realm, which brings spirituality, beliefs, like specific paths of I'm talking Christian, Catholic, Dianic, Hecatean. This is a specific path that you could and should be on. We have the Page of Cups. So we have the King, but now we have the Page. And the message I'm getting from these two together is legacy. Um, this is something in you. This is, I hate to use the phrase a natural witch, but this is a natural propensity. I think a lot of people who I attract into my channel are naturals. And the gods have brought them into my life so I could say, hey, dude, check this out. I think you get easily befuddled on some things. Um, a lot of doubt happening tonight. And I can see where they're coming from, that it's frustrating when they're trying to get a message to you. No, I did lie to her. I said I'd let her out. Hold on one second. All right. Come on. I can't believe you're making me do this now. Go on, you little goblin. She wants to go play with my husband and her brothers and sisters. All right. Ears back in. I don't know why I've got the headphones in. You guys aren't talking, so it's just habit from doing my shows. All right. So don't doubt yourself. You're a budding power. You're just discovering what your flavor of spirituality can do, what your brand of magic can accomplish. We all are different. What works for me is not going to work for you, and what works for you is not going to work for me, or her or him. We each forge our own path. And this is saying, if you try to compare yourself to other people and do what they're doing, it's just all going to be for nothing. Don't allow yourself to go from the page to the king. All right. I'm seeing that you have a role. You're going to be the next ancestor that people call on. So, well, I don't mean you're going to die, but eventually when you become an ancestor, you're going to be that ancestor who's right there standing up, helping the people in your family. I know I'm going to be that ancestor they call on for the shit jobs that need to get done. I already know my family will do that. Don't worry that you're going to run headfirst into a wall, because you're going to. I tell people, if you're thinking that you're going to come out of the learning process scot-free and scratchless, we're giving birth to ourselves here. And from what I hear, birth pains are no joke. Right? So why would spiritual birth pains be any different? I know people expect things to go smooth and easy, and people who do shadow work know the truth of it. Right? I think this is worth it. You're on the right path. We have the Three of Cups. This is the Coven card. I love calling the Three of Cups the Coven card. It's celebrating with those you hold dear. To have this fall next to that page is telling me, don't worry. You're learning right now. Learn at your own pace, learn in your own way, but fucking learn. All right. That's what the message is. You're going to need to buck the system. You're going to need to go about things in your own way, because the one size fits all routine doesn't work for you. All right. You got to be unique and original. And you've got a team on the other side willing to help you. All right. I get the feeling you're not the first one in your family that has some kind of gift. That King of Cups is I hate to use the phrase, a dead indicator that that you come from a line of spiritual powerhouses. Here's the thing. Don't you love it when I say here's the thing? In the spirit realm, we have the Seven of Wands. Now you could just see the defense in this card. This is wondering if you're going to survive. Remember, sevens are all about questioning. This is Sagittarius energy. Oh, sorry, pardon me, Leo energy. I don't know why I said Sagittarius. Fun fact, the Seven of Wands is my birthday card. It's a survivor's card, the card of defense. This is a card of saying, I'm going to do it my way. All right. And I will stand against you all. None shall pass. Type thing. You just stand your ground. You stand your ground and you develop your own way to do things. Take what's come before you as a template, but make it your own. All right. And that is, to answer your question, that's the message they're trying to get to you. We're heading into the winter time coming up, August, September, October, November, December, January. See, I learned my months. I'm very good. That's in October when the veil becomes thinnest. I'm thinking that if I were you, and this is for anybody who wants to strengthen their relationship with their ancestors, I do a ceremony every year. That's the time when you would probably have the best results, when the veil is at its thinnest. Speaking specifically to you, Patsy, because that's a fact that I didn't even consider until now during your reading. So that also tells me that ancestor energy, that energy of the dead, that's helping you out, that energy of transformation. You got this because they got you. So use the timing of the year to strengthen those connections. And that is what I have for you, Patsy. What did I miss? Oh, shit. You know how when you don't use your mouse and it goes dead? I didn't jiggle my mouse. All right. I believe we've got Rebecca Joe. So I hope I answered your question, Patsy. All right. Rebecca Joe. Okay, good. You know, do you feel called to Santa Muerte? or the death gods, the darker gods. They're who I hear clearest, so it makes sense. Um, but this is the energy of Santa Muerte or Hecate, Morgan. Again, the darker goddesses. Um, yeah. Here's another fact for you guys that you probably didn't know. I have an ex-wife. I know. You just learned so much about Bobby. All right, Rebecca Joe, are you still here? Yep, you're still here. Okay. All right. Now, did you have a specific question? Goddess Kali is your goddess, but Hecate. So here's the thing about that. Um, I have felt the call of several goddesses. Um, Bobby trivia. Let's see, there it is. Okay. But Hecate reached out to me yesterday. Oh, dude. Okay, so here's the thing you guys may not realize. When Hecate reaches out to you, there's a very specific vibe, at least for me. Um, from day one. Would anybody mind if I told how I met Hecate? I told it recently, but um, I want to tell it again. Hecate. How did I meet her? Well, I used to be a drug addict. I used to be homeless on the streets, selling my ass for enough money to buy meth and a hotel room back in the 90s. One night slash morning, it was at a liminal time at dawn. I woke up and I could see the wall of my room as transparent and a woman on the other side. And I was next to the bar that I used to, well, I worked there as a bartender and then ended up, when I became homeless, working out of the bar, quote unquote. Um, I just knew I was going to die. I knew my life was over. I knew I was a terrible person. I knew I was screwed. I didn't really know Hecate at that point, obviously. I knew who she was. I woke up seeing that wall doing that and jumped up. I heard her say, "I'll take him." She was talking to somebody. I now realize it was Hermes that she was talking to. So I had that vision of her and Hermes together. And I opened up the door to the hotel room and I yelled out, "Jam, hold on, I'll be right there." Still in that liminal half awake state. There was no Jim. That was my friend who was bartending that day. Um, I see your question. Thank you, Rebecca Joe. Let me star it for you. Okay. And I packed my bag, my backpack, and went to the bar. Walked in. I looked like shit. They had just opened up in the morning, like early morning. And I walk in, and Jim looked at me, came from around the bar, says, "Come outside and talk to me." And I was like, fuck, am I getting 86'd? He sat me down and he said, "What the hell happened?" I said, "With what?" And he said, "I met you last year." And he described how I looked. And I was working at a clothing store when I met him. I was well built. I was well dressed. And at the time of talking to him, I had like Holy Daisy Duke shorts on and a mesh tank top. And he says, "What the hell happened?" you know, what's going on? How did you end up here? And I crumbled. I was like, I don't remember. And he says, well, I'm ending my shift right now. Just come home with me. Or he says, when I end my shift, just come home with me. And I was like, huh? And he says, yeah, I got to pay the bills anyway. You might as well make use of it. And he never wanted sex from me. He never wanted anything from me. He just helped me out. And it was because of friends like that that I got off the street, had the strength to leave the area I was in where I was so addicted to the people and the drugs and the alcohol. I moved in with family, hundreds of miles away. And from that, I learned how to be a real boy again, how to forgive myself for some of the things I did to survive. I learned how to appreciate the people in my life because they may not be there for very long. I lost, I think, 20 something friends in the space of a few months in the 90s due to HIV and AIDS. And I just stopped going to funerals. It was too depressing. And that was part of it. That's when I was diagnosed, and that's when I just gave up on life. So when you think your life is over, it's not. If you're open to transformation, it'll come. Everything I went through back then has put me in this chair right here to help people and to talk to people, or at least share my story. So I'm sorry for going off on that tangent. I just want everybody to know that nothing you've been through is the end. You can always start over and begin again and be healed. So there is that. And I saw your question, Rebecca Joe. How do my ancestors feel about or advise regarding your witchcraft or mystical practices? Oh, okay, that's a good question, especially if we have family who's always been Christian-y. Yeah, sometimes we just have to. Yeah, we'll go more into that sometimes, but not tonight. How do they feel? How do they feel? Oh, okay, thanks. Good girl. I couldn't choose the deck, and she's over here pointing at one. Catholic family on your mom's side, your grandparents, very open to your gift. Yeah, Christians call it word of knowledge or the gift of prophecy. But if somebody who doesn't follow that religion says it, witch, burn the witch. Did you know the cult of Hermes and the cult of Christ were out at the same time? And it was because of politics that the church stamped out all other religions in a bloody fashion. Thank you, Leslie. This is a serious question, so I don't know why you chose this, but since my familiar chose it, this is what we're going with. earth, air, fire, water, spirit. In the earth realm, hold on, let me look at this. Huh. Okay. So the question is, how does your family feel about your current witchcraft practices? So here's where it gets complicated. I can tell you this, that in the earth realm, we have the reverse Queen of Cups. This is somebody who, although Catholic, was blessed with the gift of word of knowledge or prophecy, however they want to call it, but it was a blessing from God that they were able to do this. I do that a lot, don't I? So the Queen of Cups is the most spiritual psychic card in the deck, besides the High Priestess. Um, in the Earth realm, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. This is the Queen of Cups, and this is the Queen of Cups reversed. This is saying facts are facts. There's nothing you can do about it on how they feel. Hey, Magic, what up, boo? Even if they disapproved, facts are facts. You are what you are. However, I don't see a major issue. The major issue I see is in the fundamental belief systems. Not the fact that you can communicate with the other realms, not the fact that you're a witch, not anything like that. The thing here is they know already that you are what you are. I know, I'm not going to start singing, I promise. I am what I am. I lied. Don't worry about how they're responding for you, because as long as you are doing good in the world, I think you're okay with them. And I say that because in the air spot, we have the world card. Aren't these gorgeous cards? These were a birthday gift from Madame Maru. The world card in the air spot. Your grandma sends you signs a lot to let you know that she's here with me, especially when things get rough. That's the Queen of Pentacles that I'm feeling. I think that she's trying to help you, and your other guardian guides are trying to tell you it's okay to evolve. And they are with you during this evolution. The world is the last card of our major arcana. It gives birth to the fool. Um, they know you're giving birth to yourself. They know you're becoming something new. I don't see any real issue except in the fire realm. We have the tower reversed. This is a warning saying the transformation that's going to happen to you is all consuming. From your Rudy to your Tootie, bitch. The whole thing. You are undergoing a massive spiritual overhaul. Um, they've got you. Be open to those ribbons of healing that they offer. I like healing in little strands, rhythms, ribbons, threads. Um, yeah, I love using it, Minor. Water. We have the Ace of Cups. If you allow yourself to be born, to fully throw, you got that exact message. Hold on, let me put it up for everybody to see. You got that exact message earlier today, and I felt like that was why I'm so connected to the goddess Kali. So here's the thing about Kali. I did a show with Hunter um, a couple months back. I shit you not. I emailed him today. He's going to be on my show in towards the end of September. Um, that's verification for you. The Kali synchronicity here. Um, look into her. There's some great books on Kali, and I tell people I don't have time to read the way I want to, so um, I get audiobooks and I play them through my hearing aids. Um, this is confirmation for you. Lean into to Kali and her different aspects. All right, it's complicated, but it's very simple too. So, just check her out. Darker goddesses, I'm telling you, um, it's interesting. You are connected to Kali. Yeah, I'm trying to see anything more, and no, I can't. Um, spirit. In the spirit. Look who made another appearance. The Seven of Wands. No matter which decks I'm using, the same cards keep popping up. Um, you got more books on the goddess Kali yesterday. Fan fucking tastic. Um, please lean into it and know that she is a multifaceted goddess. And Kali is one of those goddesses who will transform you. She is the inevitable goddess. She is the goddess of time. Um, Kali, Hecate, Santa Muerte. These are goddesses who are inevitable. Um, you keep her portrait front and center on your tarot table. I love that. Um, she will definitely help you with your magic if you're open to the transformation that she will bring. So please be smart about things. Don't just throw yourself into the. And I'll give you, for example, what I'm talking about. Um, I was watching a show earlier. I let my channel run, and it just came up on the algorithm about dumb wise people die. And this one girl took her friends out to the mountains. Um, and she said, I'm going on a spiritual pilgrimage or whatever, how she worded it. They sat there camping, and then at a certain time of night, she stood up, took off her clothes, shoes, and everything, and said, my journey begins, and walked out into the forest, never to be seen again. Um, she thought she was on the road to salvation, redemption, and spirituality, but she wasn't smart about it. And basically, what she did was got naked and threw herself to the elements. Be smart about your transformation, and that goes for everybody watching. All right, don't just do something with hopes that the gods will take care of it for you. Sometimes that's true, but um, the gods help those who help themselves first. My mom used to saying, "God help those who help get caught helping themselves." Um, that Seven of Wands is Sagittarius healing energy that needs to happen, and it falls into the spirit. So let's look at the first card and the last card in this reading. That first card was the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the last card, is the Seven of Wands in reverse. Both of these talk of magic and healing and spirituality. So know that it's going to be a long process, a drawn out process, but a worthwhile process. Okay. Uh, that is what I have for you. Please take this as confirmation that the gods are keeping an eye on you, especially the Lady Kali. So I want to thank everybody. What time are we at? Holy shit, 2.5 hours. You guys stuck with me. Bravo, you guys. Bravo. Um, Maru, these cards are fantastic. It's the Tarot of the God of Threes. All right, so everybody, what have we learned tonight? Well, we've learned that our ancestors are watching us. We've learned that if we don't listen, they'll flick you on the back of your ear. We've learned that our ancestors want the best for us, but they're still our family. And if we don't do what's best for ourselves, they will pull us up short and let their displeasure be known. So here come my dogs. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I love you. I love you all. And please join us on Thursday night when Selena, Ramon, and I will be talking about cemetery spirits, and Selena will be driving the